Hey, grace and peace, everyone. This is Charles here with another Midweek Recharge. And this week, I want to talk about living beyond your life. Yeah, I'll get there. Hang in there with me. So, as Peter was wrapping up his first letter to the non Jewish believers in Jesus, he was encouraging them to endure some tests, some trials that they were inevitably going to face, and likely many of them had been facing, had already faced, and were probably going through or dealing with in the present moment, and we're certainly going to face into the future. And he encouraged them to endure it, and in fact, to not even be surprised when these tests and trials came. Now, Peter uses the term or the words trials and test intentionally, not temptation, because Peter tells us earlier that temptation, and we actually even learned from James's letter that temptation is generally something that comes from within us. It's our own lust, our own desires that often result in a temptation and a urge, a yearning to do something or be involved in something that we probably shouldn't. But a test and a trial is different. A test is designed to purify, to remove those things that aren't like God, that aren't giving God glory, so that through us, God can be glorified. And here's the really powerful notion, is that when we endure a test and a trial, God is glorified, and God's glory begins to expand and grow more. And I know that God is omniscient and omnipresent and omnipotent. And so does God's glory really need to grow more? Isn't God's glory already eternal and all powerful? Yes, and there is this cause and effect that takes place when you and I strive for righteousness and we endure a test and a trial and we become more righteous. Through us, God gets more glory, and the spillover benefit is that there's more opportunity for those that don't know God to get to know God, because God's glory in us is greater and brighter. And so my challenge to you this week is to not be surprised when tests and trials come, but to endure those tests and trials through grace and faith. Because when you endure them, not only will you come out more righteous and more holy, but God's glory will grow and more people will come to know the love of God. Let that be your recharge.